It's Kent Toussaint, Clinical Director and Founder of Teen Therapy Center in Woodland Hills, coming to you live on Facebook for our weekly Tips on Teens video blog. Every week at 12 o'clock, I come on and answer your questions, either the questions you send to us on Facebook, or you can email us questions at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com. All the information is below. You can get that there. You can also find previous video blogs and also articles on our website at teentherapycenter.com. So now we're going to go to our question of the day. And this was emailed to us earlier this week based on the situation out in Florida, I think. Here it goes. So unfortunately, these days, I think it takes a lot of courage for kids to speak up when they notice someone being bullied or something as big as a suspected potential school shooting. Here's my question. How do I help my child feel brave enough to either talk to me or a teacher if she happens to see something like this? It's a great question. There's nothing that's going to happen at school that you're going to do to help your child. It's really at home. And it's not a light switch thing. It's the environment we create as parents. We are the leaders of our families. And are we creating an environment in our family where our kids feel safe to dissent and disagree? And the reason why I say this is kids will be scared sometimes to rat out their friends because they're afraid of being labeled as a snitch. They may be afraid of being seen as a tattletale, and they maybe feel that they could get rejected by those friends. And what I see in my practice is generally when kids feel a safe place at home, where they feel that they have that connection and that strength, where they can be themselves, they're more likely to do the right thing. And to go deeper into that, what I like to say is, if we as parents set the example with our spouses and we disagree amicably and we allow our children to disagree in a respectful way, then we're giving our kids agency, we're giving them voice, we're giving them a safe place where even when there's a disagreement, they're not going to be rejected, they're not going to be shamed. And that's that safe place that's really important. Because if they don't have that, then their friends, they feel like, are the only place they can find that acceptance. And they will hold on to it desperately. And if they're holding on to friendships out of desperation, like anybody, if we make choices from desperation, we generally don't make wise choices. So I want our kids to feel like they at least have that safe place at home where they can disagree, where they can mess up, and they will never be rejected, they'll never be shamed, they can have disagreements, because at school, they can be rejected. And we want to help our kids have a sense that if they get rejected at school, they have the safe place at home, or they have the ability to go out and find other friends. It's really important. And last thing I want to say about this is it's about the sense of empathy. If someone is being hurt, it's harder to sit with that and let someone else be hurt. And we don't want our kids to do that. And also the kid who is hurting, the bully or the kid who's talking about shooting up the school, that kid is hurting too. And while they may be an aggressor, there's a reason why they're being an aggressor, because there's a lot of pain underneath that. And we want to help that kid get help to resolve that pain before that kid goes off to be the bully or, to an extreme example, be a school shooter. And we don't want that. So that's what I would say about this. Make sure you're creating a safe place for your kids to dissent with integrity, and keep their dignity when you guys disagree. And on that note, if you have more questions, feel free to comment here or write us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.